Hey everybody, Adam Savage here, and I am at the Academy Museum's Debbie Reynolds Conservation Center with Rio and Sophie. Guys, this is... I don't even know where to begin. I am speechless at being next to this thing. Tell me what this amazing object is.
So for the movie buffs out there, this is the lunar model from 2001 Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. He was notorious for destroying his props after the fact, after making the movie. It's wild. So this is a very rare object to be in a part of the Academy's collection.
I never thought, as a human being, that I would witness this up close. First of all, where was it all this time, and where did you guys acquire it?
It made a bit of a journey till it came to us. It was found apparently in a shed. Someone found it, came into the Academy's collection, and when it came, because it was in a shed, it was in pieces. It was very dirty.
Here.
Exactly.
This just looks absolutely muddy with years of accumulated detritus and dust.
It was actually infested with wood-boring beetles as well. So our conservation team, this was a whole 5-year conservation project in collaboration with a objects conservator, Irina Kalinescu, and we worked with a model maker named John Goodson.
A good friend of mine.
Exactly.
Oh, we thought so.
Yeah,
maybe.
we thought you know. So it was a 5-year project working with John and Irina on this. It happened in phases, which is why it took so long. Yeah. Came to us dirty, had an infestation with wood-boring beetles because the core of the model is made out of wood.
That's insane. That's amazing.
The conservation team, what we do is we suffocate it. We suffocate all of the bugs. We put it in an anoxic chamber so that it kills the bugs. So that was sort of the first phase of this conservation treatment.
And how many, it looks like it came in several pieces. How many chunks were there when you first retrieved it?
Quite a bit. Sophie could probably answer that.
Actually, it came into the collection before Rio or I started working here, but I believe it was it was broken.
Yeah.
So I know that it couldn't stand on its own. In fact, it was being supported by these, the thrusters.
Right.
But they're very delicate, and so they were broken because they should never have been supporting the weight of it. Now, after the treatment, it's clean and parts have been restored, and all of the landing gear is able to be dropped and brought back up again, and it's no longer lasting on the delicate thrusters.
So the first step was to suffocate everything that might still be living.
Correct.
And make sure it can't do any more damage. So you're just trying to stop whatever deterioration has been going on.
Correct.
Okay, after that, when you start, talk to me about the process of assessing the damage, but also it's a real question about how far you bring the restoration, isn't it?
That's a common thing that we have to deal with the Academy's collection. Luckily, we have film footage that we can reference, so we were able to have blow-up images of the lunar landing as it was shown in the film, so that we can map out parts that were missing.
Okay, so this is a really key question because I'm doing this all the time for research. Were you able, from the film reference, to get all the way around and see the totality of the circumference?
Yeah,
amazing.
Actually, can I bring this?
Yeah.
So we had the film archive take stills from the film.
That's a still from the film?
Yes, and we blew them up and printed them out, and we got every single perspective of this. And so we were able to look at all the parts that were missing, number them.
Amazing.
And then, as you said, we wanted to, normally like with conservation, sometimes we don't do restoration. We're just trying to stabilize it as it is. But with this, it's such an iconic piece, and it was important to do some restoration to make it look whole again, aesthetically whole.
In finding some of these parts, did you become an expert in 1970s model kits?
Yes. In fact,
do you want to point out interesting pieces? It
was so fun. Whenever John Goodson would come, he would cover entire tables with 1950s, 60s, 70s model kits of train cars, submarines. And so we would look at the photos and then look at the kits and try to find the matching pieces And of course, there were like silhouettes of where they used to be, so we could match them perfectly to the locations. So it's funny, you can see like right here, that's a little like train hitch. You can see.
I totally see it.
Or these little guys right there, those are little scuba diving tanks.
Wow.
So that was just so fun.
When I was making, I made the silver spacesuits as a replica, and some of the model parts on those are from the Space 1999 Eagle lander.
Oh my God.
They like grabbed tons and tons of pieces off that for the 2001 and also for Alien.
Whoa.
So did this get an entire paint job, or is its paint job the removal of the dirt?
It's just the removal of the dirt. So this image here actually is, this part is clean, this is not.
Yeah.
And as we cleaned it, there were a bunch of losses.
Right.
So what we do is we go in and fill the losses. There wasn't really that much, we didn't do much to the original.
Right.
We just filled in where it needed, because here's a big loss that you can't see, but it became very apparent as we cleaned.
With a loss like this, when you're repairing it, do you make it obvious under some other light spectrum so a future conservator can see that that was repaired?
Definitely. We can actually look at the paints that we use under ultraviolet radiation and map out where we were working.
And it looks really good, but you can still see where it's been damaged. Like there's still cracking.
Yeah.
All of that is stable. It's been glued down, so it's not going to continue to crack, but you still see that, it has some age and wear.
Yeah.
And it's not brand new.
I want to zoom out for a minute and talk about how large it is. Like from Spaceship miniatures for films, this is, I think people might not realize, this is 10 years before the motion control cameras of Star Wars. these are people pushing dollies to make these shots work. So of course they're going to work in a much bigger scale, but it's sort of astounding how large it is.
It is a very heavy piece.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's about 100 pounds. Because it has that wood core. And then all of the electrical components too that just make it really heavy. So it's a really robust piece at that it tells how the craftsmanship that goes into it, right? That it lasts this long too.
We can show you how it was handled.
Please.
So these components right here, there's 4 on each side, and they get this one and the one on the opposite side can be removed. And there's a place to hold to put a rod through.
Oh, for this is how you carry it around?
Yes, exactly, because it was so heavy.
So when I see the aluminum in there, is that your guys' added structure? The machined aluminum pieces?
Yes. So a very complex armature was created for the interior out of aluminum to support the wood structure.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and so that it could safely be mounted here.
Yeah.
So that was a major innovation.
You went through, because there's an internal structure, you had to wrap your heads around exactly what that structure was, figuring out what it's doing, and then...
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, and that's John Goodson and Daniel Petrascu designed that and machined all the metal.
Oh, that's Dan's work.
Yes.
I love it. That's awesome. Dan's also a friend. That's great.
Customized. I mean, it's just the armature inside is just beautiful.
Agreed. Yeah. This is a funny industrial light and magic thing, which is you always make the insides look just as good as the outsides. It's like the ethos of the place.
But to move this, so during filming, they would have inserted a metal rod through here.
Oh, so this isn't your solution. This is how they moved it around.
Yes, this is how they moved it. And then on the other side too. And then people could move it up and down for the scene and make it land very just slowly.
Oh my gosh.
In front of a black curtain, I think.
Wow.
Or matte painting. So that's how it was maneuvered.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like Egyptians, right? They're carrying a litter. And you said the landing gear actually comes down. I realize we might not be able to see that happen, but you guys are able to display it in both configurations.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the protective covers can be raised up if you want to see them a little more closely.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And so when the top actually comes off,
Yeah.
and then from there we can raise and lower the landing gear and then lock them in place. So this just came off display, so we've raised them so that it could go back into storage.
I want to tell you the most surprising thing I found on this so far is the tiny, 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 tiny little applique numbers.
Yes.
the most impossible level of scale, which makes total sense if you make something this big. Add all the scale that you can. I really wish I could have come down and helped.
I wish too.
John was telling me, he would like text me from here and be like, dude, you have no idea how cool what I'm working on is. It just sounds like so much fun. Do the lights work?
We rewired them.
Yeah.
And there's little LEDs on the inside. So the wires come down through the mounting rod and out here. So for exhibition, we actually can turn on the lights inside.
Was there a super primitive lighting system in there when you first got it, or had that been?
I don't recall it was there anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't there, but I don't know what the original lighting would have been, actually.
I'm beyond delighted that this piece found its way to you guys and that you took the time to make it so beautiful. I really assumed you must have painted it looking at this photo, so I'm just more than delighted that this is so original. Rio, Sophie, thank you so much. This is amazing. You must be very proud parents of this beautiful baby.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't believe you stuck it out till the end. Well, now that you're here, let's talk about some of the cool stuff we have at adamsavage.com, our merch site. We make stuff for makers, and one of the most important tools a maker possesses is, of course, their laptop. That's why this year we are making 2 laptop sleeves, a large and a small, to protect your precious cargo. Like all of our products, they're made of upcycled materials, manufactured in the United States. And on each of these models, we have included a new feature, which is like my new favorite thing in the world, is this pencil holder with a rubber stamp of my name here. This is inspired by the NASA astronauts' name labels on the Apollo